That works. Okay, we are live. Hello, Kim. Happy New Year.
Good morning. Happy New Year.
Did you enjoy your couple of days off?
I did. We did home projects and had grandkids, and I did a photo shoot. You know, it's nice when you live with a photographer. You can just say, hey, there's a lot of frost on the trees. It'd be perfect to do a photo shoot. All right.
Oh my God. Yes. I would love to live with a photographer. Although my daughter is sort of a photographer, but I've never asked her to take my picture. Anyway, we are in the new year. We are streaming into my 2 Facebook groups that are open for access. The Interior Design Business Forum, which is for interior designers and industry partners. And I have to tell you, we reached a milestone over the New Year's weekend. We made it to over 7,000 members in that group. So that's exciting. And we are officially launching the coaching hotspot, which is for coaches and consultants online who are trying to grow their business, where I'm going to start teaching them how I grew my coaching business in the last 5 years to be multiple 6 figures. So I'm excited. So we're no longer streaming to the public, but only to our 2 groups. And today I wanted to talk about battling the fear of stepping out and being bolder with your visibility, with your marketing. And as I told you, Kim, I'll tell this story before we get into it, that there's a new social media platform called Clubhouse. And Clubhouse might be the latest and greatest thing. It is kind of only open to invite only right now. I'm in it. I then invited you into it. And it's an audio platform where people have conversations. So it's no video, it's just audio, and it's these groups. What do they call them? They're rooms, basically. They're rooms where you can have discussions about many different topics. And there are some really, really big coaches in there in some of the rooms. So I have followed a couple of the big coaches, and I decided to go into a room. And at some point, you can ask to go up on stage. It's called a stage when you're considered a speaker. So you go to the top. And I'm thinking there's some really big coaches in here. And I'm a small fish in this big pond. But you know what? I'm going to ask to go up on stage, and I'm going to ask a question about my membership site for interior designers, which we are rolling out on a consistent basis. As of today, $1 into my membership site. It's good for 2 weeks for interior designers. We are creating a coaching membership site as well, but that's not ready yet. And I wanted to ask a question about what they thought of the $1 into the membership site. Should I do an open and close cart, or should I leave it open all year? And that's always the way people can try out my membership site. Now, I was scared because these are some really big coaches. And I thought, no, I'm going to do this. I'm going to just fight the fear, walk through it, ignore it. What's the worst thing that can happen? They'll knock me down and tell me it's a bad idea. And sure enough, I get the guts. I'm listening. I'm waiting for like an hour to be asked, like, what's your question, Nancy? I get on there. Oh, my God. I give my question about, what do you think about keeping a consistent $1 into my membership site for interior designers as a trial, and then if they like it, they can stay and they go up to my regular price. I got made mincemeat of. Like, they literally were like, you're attracting Walmart shoppers. Don't do $1 into your membership site. You want to be the premium. And like literally exactly what I was afraid of was happening in front of a room of like 600 people.
Oh, no.
I was like, oh my God. Talk about, I had fear going into the room and getting asked to go up on stage to ask a question. Then I get up on stage and ask a question. Exactly what I was afraid of was happening. Like, they thought it was a terrible idea. And they didn't want to hear anything about anything else that I had to say. So I was like, oh my God, this was the worst. And when I hung up, when I went out of the room, we're talking about Clubhouse. It's a new social media app for those of you who don't know what it is. And I went into my daughter and I'm like, well, that wasn't very pleasant. Like, they made mincemeat of me. And she's like, you're kidding me. Like, you, Mom? I'm like, yeah. Like, I really, I was embarrassed and everything. And I thought, you know what do I teach people, right? I teach people to step out and be bolder. And that's what I practice. But I wanted to give 3 tips today because what I did was basically, first, I ignored the fear and I did it anyway. I pressed that button to go up on stage, even though there were some really big coaches in there. Number two, I did think through, what is the worst case scenario and will I survive it? And basically the worst case scenario happened and I'm still here to talk about it.
Right.
And I learned from it. And then number three, I thought, what is 2021 supposed to be about for most of us in order to grow to the next level is do something that scares you every single day.
Good advice.
So you're on Clubhouse. You're starting to look at it. What do you think of it?
Well, I think that it's going to provide a great opportunity for people that are really like-minded, that want to keep growing and going to that next level and learning and wanting that more of that. What I was impressed when I just briefly listened over the weekend was how comforting it was to hear people's voices and how connecting it was. Instead of just always reading text or watching a pre-made video, you're actually listening to people talk. And the wide variety of interests. So whether you're just, you're wanting for just hobby purposes or wanting to, I think it's a huge opportunity for people that really want to up-level themselves and grow their businesses, grow themselves as a person for personal development. There is huge opportunities. And on the flip side, there's some fun ones and they're just for enjoyment.
Yeah, there are a lot of rooms that are just for fun and enjoyment and for hobbies. And it's really, right now it's it's in a beta form and they're bringing people in by invitation only, or one person, like I had one invite, I invited you in, then you get one invite. So it's growing pretty fast, but yet slow compared to opening it up to billions of people in the whole world. Which, oh God, when they do that, I don't even know what's going to happen to the platform. So anyway, we're yet to be seen. But the point is that I was nervous to join it because I knew nothing about it. And I'm like, how do I even like a new social media app? Really, do I need this to suck up my time? But as a coach, I felt like, you know what? I want to see what Clubhouse is all about so I can eventually give recommendations as to whether I think it's worthwhile. Already, I'm starting to feel like it is going to be worthwhile for certain types of businesses, if not all businesses. It's yet to be seen. But fighting that fear of joining it without understanding it, sticking around to learn the basics, and then to take a risk and go into these bigger rooms and speak was terrifying. And I did it. So I want to make sure that everyone who's listening, like, I'm on your shoulder. Right? Every day I'm on your shoulder. Like, do something that scares you, even a little bit every day. Message somebody that you think is out of your reach. Buy something that you thought, it's a stretch for me and it scares me to spend that kind of money, but I need to do this in order to grow personally or grow my business, right? Try something new every day that scares you. I mean, that's how I started out in the coaching business. I didn't know how to be a coach. I hired a coach to teach me how to be an online business coach. I was scared to death when I first spent that amount of money. But I thought that's sometimes what you need to do. What are you doing that's going to scare you this? Well, it could be raising your prices, creating new programs, right? What are you doing this year?
What am I personally doing?
Yeah.
Ooh, put me on the spot here. What I'm doing is expanding. I'm seriously thinking about expanding my team. There's a gal that does Instagram specialty. And so I'm like, but even from me to hire someone, like, that's what people hire me to do. But then for me to grow, we need to grow our team. So that's a big stepping out of the box for me. So, and I'm committed to doing a live a week on my Facebook page, which still scares me. I can get on here with you, not problem about, but going live on my Facebook page is still a little intimidating. But that's what I tell people to do. So I need to follow my own advice. So.
You're doing it on your personal profile or your page?
My business page.
Yeah, it's intimidating because it is open to the public, right? And you start to think, what are people going to think? Guess what? And I actually told somebody this weekend. I am surrounding myself with people who drive me up, not drive me down. Right? And connecting with people on your business page, those who might think it's funny or weird, or you know what, that's not who you care about.
Right. And the people that are like you're wanting to up level to, they don't care because they're so busy focusing on what they need to do, those action steps they need to take to meet their goals, they're not looking at you. I mean, yeah, I changed my profile picture yesterday on Facebook, and I was like, the nerves. And it's like, you know what? I tell my clients to do it all the time. People need to see their face. And it's like, all right, I'm telling you that all the time, Nancy, get some more pictures so people can see your face.
That's right.
So,
That's
yeah.
right. And I hate that. I'm not sure people can comment while we are here. Somebody say hi to us, just so I know whether Be Live is working inside these two groups without me streaming to the public, because I am getting a message saying can't comment to groups. So someone say hi to me. I don't know if I'm seeing people are liking it, and I see there's the ability to comment. Interesting. Okay, so I can't see who's here, but if someone would just say hi, we can hear you and see you. I know that you can see. Okay. Okay, so thank you, Jamie, Yolanda, Angela. I'm actually seeing it on Judy. Thank you. Okay, I'm seeing it on my Facebook feed inside the Interior Design Business Forum. I'm not necessarily seeing it on Be Live here. So, here I am now, but I can't see who it is. Okay, all right. So tell me, everyone who's here, what's one thing you're going to do this week that you're afraid to do? Yeah, you guys can see your comments. Yeah, I know. That's good. I can see them. I can see them now. I see them on my other screen. So, Judy, what's one thing you're going to do to step out of your comfort zone and do something that you've been afraid to do in the past? And Yolanda and Judy and Angela, right? And whoever else is watching, right? Think of one thing, whether it's messaging someone that you've been wanting to message, following up with a past client, following up if you're an interior designer with a contractor, if you're a service provider, is there somebody who you've just been avoiding talking to that you know could help your business? Maybe it's doing a live, like Kim is saying, on your business page. Judy said, She's thinking about it. So, all right. So you're going to do a live every week, Kim.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Judy said a live post, most definitely. That seems to be people's greatest fear, is like going live. And here's a little trick. You go live, you can always delete it.
Right.
If it's terrible, which it's not going to be, you can always delete it. So it's the new year. Everybody step out of your comfort zone. Remember that. Imagine what your life would be like if you went live every single day for a year.
Ooh.
If you went live it's just to give you a thought process, right? Yeah. If you went live about your business every single day for a year, which I almost do, what would your business look like a year from now?
Well, I've seen it happen that people's business grow because they're building that know, like, and trust. You're sharing value. People get to know who you are, and people like to do business with people who they know who they are. So,
yes. And if you guys, let me just see on my calendar, if you guys can make it to, hold on, I have to save my changes to my calendar here. If you can make it to Weekend Wind Down, give me 1 second. On Thursday now, I do Weekend Wind Down. You have to watch with my client, Susan Branchard, about her journey when she started with me to where she is now. And my hint here is that she has battled a ton of obstacles in her life, and getting over the fear of being who she is and sharing what she was going through changed her entire business. So watch Weekend Wind Down on Thursday at 4:30 to hear all about how Susan, I don't know how we named it, making hard decisions, working through illness, and finding success in running a profitable business. And a lot of it was going live and talking about her life, even though she's an interior designer. And like, why would you do that? Watch on Friday and we'll go over why you do that and what happens in your life. So, all right, everyone. So I'm glad this was helpful to some of you, hopefully more of you. Again, we're streaming into the Interior Design Business Forum. and the Coaching Hotspot, my 2 groups, one for coaches and consultants, the others for industry partners and interior designers. It's time. It's 2021, right? It's time, as someone said, rip the Band-Aid off and go live and just talk about who you are, talk about what you do with your day, and watch how it changes your business. So that's my little motivating chat for today.
Here's to 2021.
Here's to 2021. Cheers. I need to go get my coffee. All right. Thank you, Kim. Tell everyone where to find you when they want to pump up their marketing.
FreshImpactLLC.com is the easiest place to find our website, and we'll link over to our social platforms.
Awesome. And you guys know where you can find me, NancyGanzekaufer.com, or in these groups. And right now, the Interior Design Profit Formula membership site is open for $1 to get in for a 2-week trial. If you like it, you stay. If you feel like it's not valuable to you, you leave. So if you want to get in there, go to my website, click the link, and you can start playing around with the 150 trainings that are in there. So I'll talk to everybody soon. Bye, everyone.
Great week.
Thanks, Kim.